Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. Talk to us about Celtic then. Absolutely killing it in the league. How have you found your time up here so far?
I've loved it. It's everything I've been looking for. I love the fact that we come in from a win and it's expected.
Yeah.
You know, it's not, everyone's obviously happy and buzzing and all that, but it's like, well, no, this is what we do here. We win. And anything other than a win is a catastrophe. And I think that's the kind of pressure I've never played under, really. Yeah. So to have that that was what the kind of thing I was looking for.
That must be actually really nice for you, because your mentality, the way you are as a professional, a winner, a leader, somebody who likes to do it properly, are you surrounded with like-minded people now then?
Exactly. And that's why I think I felt so at home from day one, is because that is my mentality, and I've just come into a winning culture that is just so driven, so ambitious, and like I say, anything other than victory, and victory in like playing well is just not accepted. And I think for me that's such a different challenge than anything I've ever experienced before, because it's about winning and not conceding ever.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of pressure is sort of because you have to be faultless in every single game, and to have that kind of pressure, I just love it.
So far, sorry mate.
So at the time of shooting, I think you've played 15 in the league, won 14, or very similar stats. So you've not experienced that league.
I don't know, a draw, mate. He's had a draw in there.
We had a draw against Aberdeen, which we were not very happy about.
And what about the city? How are you finding Glasgow? I was chatting to Fozzie on the way up, saying I've spent a bit of time up here, and it's some city.
It's a great place. Honestly, I've been so positively surprised, maybe to say, but I mean it's a really great place to live. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. People are nice. Everyone's welcomed me. Even like when I've met Rangers fans, they've all been not necessarily nice, but they've always been respectful, and I think it's a great, they've had a bit of banter and that, and I think that's a great way of doing it. But I've really enjoyed it, and I am really enjoying it.
You got a warm welcome, didn't you, Ben? So we pulled up, got out the car, and Fraser was welcomed with open arms, weren't you?
Yeah. Somebody came up and said, "Fraser Forster, can I get a picture, please?" And I had to smile, and I didn't want to explain and say, "No, I'm not Fraser Forster. I'm Ben. I used to be a footballer." I didn't want to do that whole thing, so I just smiled and said, "Yeah, sure, not a problem. No worries, love, no worries."
What did you have recently? You had Scott as well, didn't you?
Scott
recently?
Carson, recently.
Wow.
Just like, look, I'm so much prettier than these others. You're talking about big bungle-headed footballers.
But they're also
right?
younger guys than you, so you got to take that.
I will take it as a compliment. Yeah. How hard is it for you to walk around Glasgow? Because I can imagine in a city where football is probably the number one pastime, if you play for Celtic or if you play for Rangers or if you're Kasper Schmeichel, you're going to get a lot of attention.
Like I say, people are quite respectful. I mean, I rarely go out without a cap or and my hood up or something, but no, generally it's been all right. I haven't touched wood experienced anything like crazy yet. But no, it's not too bad.
And what about your move? So we often talk, you've probably heard it, we often talk about this goalkeeping merry-go-round, and we had a chat with Dean Henderson, and it's almost like when the window opens that you're kind of looking at other goalies and looking where potential spots might open up. So, like, how did the Celtic move come about?
Well, we went out of the Euros against Germany, and I kind of took a couple of days and just decompressing and kind of just processing that whole experience. And I had a text exchange with Brendan, which we've done lots of times since I've left Leicester, it was nothing really specific or anything like that. And then I was going on holiday with my family, and then a couple of hours before we were meant to go to the airport, Brendan texted me and said, "Have you got 10 minutes for a chat?" And we had a chat, and he asked, what my plans were and what was going on, and we basically agreed everything within 10 minutes.
Were you still under contract at Anderlecht, or was
no,
it
my contract ran out.
You signed a free agent? You signed a 1 year, didn't you?
I signed a 1+1, and I decided. The deadline was March.
Yeah.
And I decided I wasn't going to stay. I was basically just a free agent.
I'm sure you had other offers then. You would have had a few other offers at the table. You've just played at the Euros with Denmark, fantastic as you always are. Looking $1 million, old school Kasper Schmeichel, you know what you're going to get from you, guaranteed. There would have been other offers on the table. What was it about Celtic then? Was it Brendan Rodgers as well?
Yeah, I think we talked about it before. I think the culture, that winning culture, being part of something, being part of this winning machine that just keeps going and keeps going. Like, I don't know if I've talked with you about it before, but my idols are the kind of guys like Tom Brady and Roger Federer and these type of guys who've been able to continue and winning all the time for long periods of time. So to come to a club who has that history and that mentality, that was something that really appealed to me. Yeah, there was lots of other conversations with other clubs. One of the big things I really kind of noticed was people weren't really paying attention to much else than age. Like, age was the biggest factor. No sell-on value.
Really?
And that was the thing that kind of surprised me the most.
What, like, wasn't willing to give you a chance?
Yeah, it was very much, you're turning 38 and we're not quite sure and there's no sell-on value and all these kind of things. And I wasn't going to sit there and try and explain myself, but I'd just say, well, that's kind of your prerogative, and if you don't think I have a sell-on value, that's probably true. But look at my playing record. I've played every game for the last I don't know how many years, and it was just one of those things that obviously you can't stop your age, but I felt great, and I always knew that all I needed was just a home, somewhere to show a good platform, and I'm just grateful to Celtic to give me that. And
thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.